coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. One in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason. And we're off on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The 49ers go out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and, man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. A pickup there of 13. First down, 49.
First down, San Francisco.
We spend so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
George Kittle was the intended target that time.
It's second down.
And it'll be second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, and you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
4th down, it's Purdy. That's taken in, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. First and 10 now from the 36. He'll go play action, Purdy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and That's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Look at this, right to the 20-yard line. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's second down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing. Jake Moody.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Tommy Malott to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So, the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Keep it on the ground with Genty. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion, Besh. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll try to run for it. Geno's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the 1st down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Play action now. It's Gino. He'll run again. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Al Former, 49. It's Raheem Mostert. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll step up and run this. And a nice run, and close to the 1st down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He'll try to pick it up with Genty. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Keno gonna throw for it. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, and the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Patrick Taylor now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get going with their second possession. And Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week one playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You got practice to get your body right. Then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week one of the regular season.
That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
49ers.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Purdy going to put it up again. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Again, it's McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man, left side, he's got it. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, 49ers.
And a 49er first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage.
And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Raiders 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Very good pickup. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Open man is Tommy Milano.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Smith. He takes off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
For a Las Vegas.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. Gonna get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll step up and run, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On second down, Genty. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a
there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Gino to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Bennett. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. One quarter in the books. 14-10 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
Why can't we score? These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Landon Roberts there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
There on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. They'll look to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. A Pro Bowler 4 years running, that is Max Crosby. Getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third down, Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers are out to a 21-10 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Smith going to keep this himself. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Good for Las Vegas.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Once again, it's Genty. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
To return is Pearsall. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On second down, it's McCaffrey. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Third and short, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down, 49ers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
33-yard line. Brings up second down.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 21 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 3. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Third and short. Purdy. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers are going to open up a two-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Laube now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Begin with a zone read. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
49-yard line.
Now, Kyle Shanahan not happy with that last call, and he's going to put out that red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll go again with Genty. And this time they are ready for it. Throw for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. He'll find Genty out the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Genty. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. will return to Las Vegas after this. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. From the shotgun, Smith to the left side. It is caught by Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone inside the 20.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Vegas.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Gino. They look middle, and it's caught by Beck. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Man in motion here is Tucker. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders back within 7. It's 24-17.
Raiders 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. But put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. Scrambling to his left. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Lobby now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Back at the 28-yard line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Smith was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Smith. That's to the right side. And caught by Bell. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I know. I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
A gain of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's a design run. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Smith from the gun on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Raiders send their punt team out.
For the Raiders.
He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
23 yards.
Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
1st and 10 for Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9
yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A tight end in motion now. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The tackle by
A
Jeremy
loss was
Shields.
definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead.
31. Raiders 17.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Laube now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now, Gino. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Man in motion here is Tucker. A 2nd down throw for Smith. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A run. Genty. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Hovering outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Take over first and
Here's
10
Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Brings up second down.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. They'll be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
3rd and short. Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Niners first down.
First down, 49ers.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On second down, Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, 49ers.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 23
They'll pick up
yards.
23 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
At the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers tack on one more to their lead.
Niners 38, Raiders 17.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
Jake Moody
So,
to kick
following
off
that
for the
touchdown,
49ers.
Moody is back out to kick it off. Lobby now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Raiders offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Smith to throw on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. First down, Vegas.
That's good.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
47-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd down, they need 3. From the pistol, Smith. Drop this one down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, Besh. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Besh that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Genty. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Here's Gino. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Gino gonna throw for it. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's gonna be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 39-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And a good run there. They'll give him 5 yards.
He was brought down by Eric Stokes. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
McCaffrey, the 49er ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
3rd down. Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds. for the Niners, first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
17 yards on the game, and now they've got first and goal.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackle. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Gorendo. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Third and goal. It's Purdy. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
These are the plays that drive a coach crazy. Third and goal. You put the ball into the hands of your quarterback, and you trust them to make good decisions. But in this case, once there was nowhere to go with the ball, once all the throwing lanes were taken away, this ball needs to come out. You cannot take a sack and make fourth and goal that much more difficult.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
About as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will extend their lead.
17.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Moody comes back on the field after making a field goal. He sets a kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Gino. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Makes it second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 7.
Waste of time.
Smith to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. In motion, Besh. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. Man in motion here is Jennings. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. You attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme. And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49.
San Francisco.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the 49ers will add one more onto their big lead.
Raiders 17. Jake Moody
So, following that
for the
touchdown,
49ers.
Moody is back out to kick it off. Lobby now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. To the left side, into the hands of Beck. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
fourth down. Here's Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
First and 10 at the 45
Fourth and short,
line.
initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. He'll find Kenty out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
Second down and 3. Working out of the gun, Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and a yard at the 18-yard line.
Now it's second and 1. Now, Gino. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
This is third and 6. Man in motion here is Tucker. Smith from the gun on third down. He's got his man. That's Besh. And he will score. Jack Besh. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit.
Raiders 24.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, 49.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll give it to Garendo. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Kittle is the man in motion. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 3-yard
The Raiders
line.
offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one.
3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Smith. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
The Raiders have their punt team out there,
for the Raiders.
as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. 49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And this place starting to empty out now. A few visiting fans will be here and enjoy the celebratory moments. Their guys have come in here and put together a complete performance, a well-earned road victory. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.